everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we have a dangerous team. The Titans are top 10 in turnover differential, and they'll be up against a Colts team looking to avoid a costly mistake.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome everyone to the Music City, just a stone's throw from the Country Music Hall of Fame. We are at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll run it again with Henry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now.
Now Trubisky. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. On now is the Titans punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. They'll run it here with Pierce. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Here's Luck now on second down. Caught left side by Hilton. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. So everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 32 that time. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. A run here with Pierce. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Love. And he rifles one incomplete.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
So now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And he's got Moncrief. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Luck connecting with Moncrief for the Indianapolis first. They'll run. This is Pierce. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
To throw on 2nd down is Love. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Luck looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
A first update now from Cincinnati. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, watch it now, Barney. Black 99, Philly. Here we go. All right, here we go.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Here we go now. Green, 19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. Here we go now. No. All right, now, look up. All right, here we go. Black 99, Philly. Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Set. Detroit. Over.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Goes underneath for Henry. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney. Hurry up. No. Check. Patriot. Leopard.
Now it's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton. A good pickup there at 22.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
All right, here we go. Put down.
Again, it's Henry. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day. A shotgun snap for Locke.
pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Preston Smith in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Off of play action. Luck. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Let's go! Blue landing! Blue landing!
Again to Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he'll be out of bounds. A gain of 39 that time.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Trey Burton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. On 1st and 10, locked. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Jurrell Casey in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. From the gun, here's Luck. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jurrell Casey, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Luck. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
They've gone to the second quarter in Buffalo. It's the Patriots with the early lead over the Bills. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Henry. Oh, some strong running. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
They go play action here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Able to push his way through. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. Back to Tennessee after this. After the interception, it's Love. Throw left side complete. It's Doyle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. They'll fake it. Now Love. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Now a first down throw. Locke. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The second quarter score from Cincinnati. And looks like the Bengals starting to pull away in that one. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On 2nd and 10, Locke. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Again, Locke. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
39, green 39. Leopard, over. Leopard. No, check.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a third down. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return. This one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
First carry here for John Crockett. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Second down following the run. Throwing his luck. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Doyle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Colts on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Luck. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. To throw is Luck. Being chased out left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now Luck, buying time to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll try the air now with Locke. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll lead here to a third down. Here's Locke. And he's got Rodgers. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Here's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Now a handoff as they run left side. And it's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. John Crockett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Love. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. It's Trubisky. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Henry running right. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's good for 19 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter now in Lambeau. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They keep it with Henry on first down. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now.
All right, here we go. We got three, fellas. We got three. All right, now, look at 56. Over.
Now Trubisky to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
All right, now, look at 56. Good. All right, here we go. Green, 39.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. So the run gets him the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Here's Trubisky to throw. Flush to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
By the way, third quarter now in Cincinnati as we take a look at the NFL scoreboard. And looks like the Bengals starting to pull away in that one. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. 2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Back now in Nashville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go. All right, now look at.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And they'll get him down right around the 16. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Here's Luck. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down to the 36-yard line here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now it's locked. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Desperation time for Luck on 4th down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. So they're operating in the red zone. They'll run with Mack. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts can now take the lead if they convert the extra point. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Goes underneath for Henry. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Trubisky. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A good 1st down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Jabal Sheard in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Now let's go. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. No. Check. Check 26.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now Luck. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The Colts send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. They've got his man complete. And they finally get him down at the other 46. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Here we go. Detroit. Leopard.
Back to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. It's Henry. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 4th down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Indianapolis, The win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll try to make amends next week.